So I just finished a 3-day fast to get a little bit of clarity and direction in my purpose right now. Because to be honest, it has been a rough couple of years. About 2 years ago, I was living in Byron Bay across the street from the beach, and our house got mold, and it was a slow degeneration of my health. It absolutely destroyed me. It took all my energy, clarity, like mental clarity. I couldn't even think, couldn't operate. And yeah, my business was definitely affected as a freelance digital marketer and as a business coach. And I pushed through and got that to a point, but then the market shifted as well. And I just couldn't keep up with it. I didn't have the mental clarity, the mental capacity to do so. And yeah, once by the time I got actually got healed from the moles, then I had another issue with a tooth infection, or well, what I thought was a tooth infection. So 5 years ago, I felt a pop when I was clicking my jaw, and because I was doing that for 2 years for some reason, even though I was not listening to my mom, never thought it would come to affect me the way it did. When I popped it, I started getting tooth abscesses, tooth infections. I actually have 2 teeth missing because of that. And for years, I just thought that was because it was all locally there. But then finally, speaking to dozens or half a dozen dentists, finally found out it was actually, I have a disc dislocated in my jaw. And yeah, finally got a splint for that. But that wrecked me for the last 6 months. So I've just come out of that. About a month ago, I got a splint, and it's starting to, take away the infection. So I can actually think now. So then I was like, okay, I really need some clarity on my purpose, my direction. What do I want to do? What do I want to create in this, in this life? Do I go back into business coaching? I don't really feel confident in that anymore. I don't really, I haven't been up with the system to the point, like, of course I know business. I can teach people fundamentals, but can I get them a result? Can I get them from, 5 to 10K, 20K? Yes, in theory, but yeah, something was like stopping me and making me hesitant in going out there, or was stopping me from creating content because I didn't feel congruent and confident with, what I could teach. And to a fault, like myself, like who I am, like my integrity, even like looking at all my astrological, Vedic astrology, charts, human design, integrity is like the highest value. Like I cannot act out of integrity. So once I didn't feel fully confident and be able to get people results, because I used to get people results, getting from 0 to 5K, having making money online for the first time in their lives. But my business was built on X, well, on Twitter back in the day, but Elon has completely changed that platform. I'm not a fan of it at all. I mean, it's a good platform now, but I'm not a fan of what it did for my business, that's for sure. So I was like, what direction do I do? Because I just could not get myself to create content. And, I'm a health coach, qualified holistic nutrition. I've been doing, fasting for 20 years, intermittent fasting for 15 or so, or 15, 20 years, not exact. And, I have a very big background in biohacking and all that. And I've got a lot of interests in masculine and feminine dynamics and a beautiful, loving relationship, about to have a child, or we're working on it anyway. And yeah, I have all these other interests and passions. And I'm like, oh, should I go down that road? Should I, do something around that sort of coaching? But then I love business. I love marketing. And I didn't know the direction. I was just stuck there for the last month or so, for the last 6 months, really, even through the jaw issues. But I finally got clarity the other day, or today, the last 3 days, really, on just, doubling down on the whole, I mean, everyone's, the personal brand thing, but then not pigeonholing myself with having to be either in the optimization health type of side or the business type of side. Because I have an old business names called Natural Warrior and Sovereign Hustler. So Natural Warrior was the health stuff. Sovereign Hustler was the business stuff. And I feel like I've evolved, I've grown past them. So I've created a new business name called Optimized Sovereignty. And that, to me, it's optimization for sovereignty. So it's my deepest purpose, my deepest driving, drives of life, what I want to create in this world, what I want to set up for my children, the way I view the world, and it explains itself. It's optimizing yourself, your life, your lifestyle, your routine, your health, your body, so that you can be free. So that you can live a life that you want to live, no matter what that is, no matter what the government tries to tell you to do, no matter what, just giving yourself that power, those options to be able to lead your family, to be able to look after, your community, the world. And I believe if everyone does that, then we can impact the world and change the direction in which this world is going in. So yeah, I just got a lot of clarity with that. So I wanted to turn on the camera and just speak it out, because the biggest fear that I've had for all this time, the 10, 20 years, even when I built a business online, it was all direct outreach. It wasn't through building content. It wasn't through, putting myself on camera. Video has been the biggest fear. But funnily enough, you get into a true alignment, true competence, and, confidence with what you're talking about. Because I'm just being fully me. I'm not hiding one bit, not relying on some hack or some system. It's just talking from my experience, from what I've done in life. And so I wanted to just, take action immediately and record a video, just recording this journey. So I'm going to be speaking about many of these subjects on this channel, just putting my philosophy and beliefs out into this world to try and impact it in a positive way. And I hope it inspires you to do the same with your life. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.